Shalom, shalom. This is the New Year from Israel, Hebrew on Island 2. Red pill. They don't want the red pill. The heathens, they don't want the red pill. Let's wait a few minutes until people get in the room. It's going to be a freestyle. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. I pray that the Most High to lead me in this topic. The red pill is truth. We'll be talking about the biblical red pill and the heathens. So hold on, let me get this going. Hold on. Baruch Israel in the house, young king on deck. Listen, this is gonna be a freestyle, freestyle red pill, biblical red pill, heathen spanking. So I'm getting it together. So just bear with me. We give people a couple minutes in the room to get in. Okay, let's wait. Let's give them a couple more minutes. Okay. I know this is a very early one for me. Baruch, how you brothers doing today? Yeah, I'm doing good. I was under the weather, I had ear infections. I get ear infections a couple times a year, but this one was a really bad one. Sapped my energy. But thanks to the Most High, I'm doing a lot better. Hold on. Get this up. Okay, I'm back up. Young King, how you doing? Wakanda. Anyway, this is the towel. They copy us. I'm telling you, everything is copy. Like Baruch, I got Young King and a few others in on my WhatsApp, and I send them information. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good, Young King. Excuse me. I've been sending out a whole bunch of stuff today on, the past. That's why, I labeled this video the red pill. Heathens can't handle the biblical red pill truth. They can't handle it. And they just lie like crazy. So, we're going to go a little bit here and a little bit there and just see how the Most High makes it come together. I usually don't do videos at 4:30. So maybe it's only going to be used to, and maybe one more may come in the room. We're going to see, because I know a lot of people usually think that I come on at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, which, excuse me, that I usually do. But this time I want to try to not get it over with, but this is a freestyle, unknown. Okay. Hello, hello. Unknown. What's up? Unknown on deck. I don't know who Unknown is. Unknown, what is today's video live topic about? The biblical red pill that heathens can't handle. The biblical red pill that heathens can't handle. All praise to the Most High Creator on deck. I usually do not do videos at 4:30 in the afternoon. But today I said, let me just wing this one. And I decided to do it because I have several people, Jason Edwards, on deck. The biblical red pill the heathens can't handle. We're going to go over some secular things and over some biblical things, why they can't handle it, why they don't accept it. King David on deck again. Yeah. I found out it's a secret book of John when the verses say Yahshua was a great deceiver in the garden, but they took it out and put snake. In the Old Testament with Adam and Eve, Jesus damned the devil. Listen, here at Hebron Island 2, for some of you guys know it, Ben Ayah, Ben Israel, peace unto you on deck. King David's on deck. Jason Edwards on deck. And on deck, let me just hold on 1 second. We got 6 minutes on. We're going to wait another minute, and then we will proceed. This is going to be a freestyle one. It's going to be like all over the place, but I want you to be patient with me. I'm a Gentile, but I only follow the Testament only, not the New Testament. Okay. All right. Listen. Here at Hebron Island 2, and I'm going to ask anybody on this live stream, we have a Gentile who is confessing, daughter, wife, mother on deck. We have a Gentile in the room. Be polite. No need to, get itchy. All right. They got somebody that's reading the Old Testament. The degrees don't change, but we're not the heathens. Now, if it was vice versa, they would be saying, nigga, get out of here, blah, 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 blah. We don't need to do none of that. All we need to do is fear the Most High and keep his commandments, and everything else falls in line. Sometimes we think that, we are the ones that are going to do this and that. Yeah, the Most High is going to use us to do certain things, but the Most High is the director of the movie. He's the one that decides everything. So we got a heathen in here amongst us. Just let him be amongst us. There's no need to throw darts or anything like that. And the word is coming out. The video is about heathens. So Unknown, don't take it personal. This is the red pill, biblical red pill that heathens can't handle. All right. Well, listen, on this channel, they block everything a lot of times. Sometimes I can't even see who's on the live chat. So I say peace unto you. Even though I'm a Torah Tanakh Israelite and only for Israelites, but I know that we're going to have Gentile servants and handmaids in the kingdom. And it's not going to be like this kingdom where they're treating them like animals and stuff like that. So, just sit back and listen and go on my channel and watch all the 350 something videos that I have. They know you're the real Jews. That's why they keep blocking my comment. Yeah, they are. So listen, again, everybody on this live chat, to the avatar Unknown, they were honest. They said they a heathen Gentile. Be nice to them. Listen, I'm going to tell you, listen, this is a freestyle video anyway. Listen, I won and the new year knows it. I have one heathen Gentile friend. He's from my past. I used to work with him before I was retired. Him, his father, I can go by their house, use their trucks. They feed me. They, if I need some crazy help, they'll help me. I look at them as an alliance. Israelites had heathen alliances. And if you ask that heathen, he'll tell you that I don't like the other heathens because they've done a lot of bad things to our people. Never apologize, no reparations, no nothing, just the word nigger and hot police bullets. So, and some heathens would say, well, it's not me. I don't think that way, this and that. But a lot of the heathens, they're very quiet with the world situation because they got good jobs, live in the suburbs. The police are not stopping them, giving them tickets or shooting them because they pull out their insurance card on the request of the police, tasered, first fired, last hired, redlined in living communities and followed in stores like you're a robber and all that. A lot of you Gentiles don't have to deal with none of that. And even though you could say you didn't have a slave or anything like that, you are really the slave owners of this world system, which enslaves the Israelites. It says in Genesis 12, those that bless Israel will be blessed, those that curse Israel will be cursed. What has the world done to the Negro, who only suffers the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26? They have cursed us in every aspect. And if a Negro's truthful, he's going to tell you. You know why I'm living in the Dominican Republic? I can't stand living in America. I'm not saying America is not the Holy Land. America, Mrs. Unknown or Mr. Unknown. America, they lied about everything. The history books are lies. The maps are wrong. The real land flowing milk and honey is the Western Hemisphere. And I'm going to read some of the old manuscripts in America that states that the Indians, the pre-Columbus, people don't know these two things, pre-Columbus, post-Columbus. The world history just teaches you post-Columbus. It's these people, these Indians and Mexicans and all these people that you see today, they are Mongoloids, they are Asian, Eskimos, Spaniards, Portuguese mixed all up in the bowl. And they were put to replace the pre-Columbus. When Columbus came to the Americas, and I'm going to read what he wrote to Queen Isabella and Ferdinand, he saw the copper-colored Negroes here. That African fairy tale story, Cynthia Israel on deck, that fairy tale African slave ship story is only a fairy tale. It's one of the ploys to hide our true identity, to steal our land, to tell us if we don't like it in America, go back to Africa, steal our resources, get all the money from the churches because the churches give the fake Israel all the money, steal our land, steal our resources for our identity, our biblical identity. This is what's this all about. And they've been lying like crazy. Just think about it for a second. Those old slave ships, they said they filled the bottom of those slave ships with captured Africans, chained them head to toe. That was the bottom of the ship. The top of the ship is the crew, right? And stuff. Where is the potable drinking water? You can't drink seawater. They have hundreds of slaves under the bottom, and I don't know how many crew members on top. If you don't drink enough of water in 3 days, you will die. So you can't drink seawater. You got hundreds of slaves in the bottom of the ship and crew members. Where are they going to put all that water, drinking water, which is going to be very heavy and take a lot of space? And they fill the whole bottom of the ship with slaves. It's a lie. And where are they going to put the food? The food is going to weigh things. And if you could think for 1 second that trip from Africa, the motherland, yeah, right, to America is going to take a week or two. No, it's going to take months to get here. So they need a lot of drinking water, and the ship would sink. Slaves would never make it here. All their organs would stop functioning. Lie, everything's a lie. Camels don't originate in the Middle East, fake Middle East, Egypt. Egypt is in America, in the Western Hemisphere. Camels originate in the Northern Hemisphere. Just look it up. They know you'll never look it up. Corn, stated in the scriptures, what Genesis 24 and whatever else. Corn originates in the Western Hemisphere. It only went to that fake Middle East around the 1600s. You know Noah's Ark story. Made the Ark of gopher wood. Where do you think gopher wood originates? It originates from the Western Hemisphere. The maps are wrong. Remember, this is a big lie. To keep it going, they got to lie. Hyssop branch on deck. They have to lie about everything. You guys are all programmed. Yeah. Mount Ararat and all. Yeah, it's over here somewhere. Stop lying. Pre-Columbus Indians are the Negroes. In old Webster dictionaries in the 1800s say Indians are Negroes. Negroes are Indian. And if you look at any artifacts and painting murals of pre-Columbus, you see they're all Negro people. Go down to Mexico, the Olmec heads, they are what? They got giant colossus heads of Negro people. But what kind of Mexican do you see today? It's all lies. It's all lies. Because they don't want us to be the top of the food chain in the scriptures. We're the top of the food chain in the world. The only reason why we're not, because we're suffering the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. Yeah, the U.S. has large deserts. This is all lies. And this is why I named this video the red pill. The red pill is the truth that the heathens can't handle. Let me read you a couple of things that I sent to my people on my WhatsApp today. And then we're going to get into the video a little bit. I just want to share some stuff to you. This is going to be a freestyle. I'm doing it at 4:30, and I usually don't do it at 4:30. So it's a freestyle for some of you guys that I sent this earlier. Just sit tight, and then we're going to get into the video. All right, let me go. This is for all of these people that are on this live chat that didn't see this. Okay. It's a freestyle. Let me see. Let me go. Okay, I'll go by Ethan. Okay, let me read these. Let me read you these little excerpts. This first one is going to be the Jewish Indian theory. These are like early 1700, 1800 writings, American writings. Now, you know they don't want nothing said good about the Negro. The Negroes are not African. And I'm only talking like this. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but we have a heathen Gentile who apparently is a pleasant heathen Gentile. I know it could be an oxymoron. The rest of them are not good, but this one sitting with us, I say they're good. Doesn't change the status, but they're good. They don't have nothing good to say about us. Africans are not Negro Indians. We're different. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Definition ham. That's what they try to say we are. We're ham. We're all Negroes. All black people, all Negro people are the same. No, black is the color of my car tires, the BF Goodrich car tires I got on. I'm brown. I'm coffee brown. And lighter than this because I'm in the sun all the time here. It's very hot here. Ham. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 214, definition ham. Youngest son of Noah, probably lived 96 years before the flood, 1 and 8 to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, the Canaanites, etc., etc. We are not that, and not just in biblical dictionaries. They got it in writings, in early American writings, that the Negro is an Indian. The Indians are the Negroes, the pre-Columbus ones. And that's what they're hiding because of this red biblical pill. Because with all this, something else is coming biblically, and they just can't handle it. So, like the Matrix movie, that guy Cypher, he says, I can't stand living outside this matrix. I wanna go to that agent, and he's eating a steak. He says, I know this steak is not real, but it's gonna taste good in my mouth, and I prefer this untruth. And that's what a lot of the heathens, they prefer the untruth. They prefer the blue pill. I'm going to get into critical race theory in a second, and then I'm going to go on to the video. Hopefully you will enjoy this smorgasbord. This is a video that is not written down. It's just, it's a spur to do it. So there's a lot of early American writing. There's the Jewish Indian theory. The 12 tribes of Israel are all the Indians of North America, South America, Caribbean, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, everywhere. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. Land flowing with milk and honey is the Western Hemisphere. All right, anyway, let me get started with this. The Jewish Indian theory. All right, let me see. These are little excerpts from various books that I read today. Boston, namely that pure English Christians were baptizing and converting Indians who were Jews. And if the Indians were Jews, an enormous missionary effort would be needed. So on behalf of the New England Missionary Society, a volume was written by the Norfolk preacher, one Thomas Thorogood, called Jews in America, or the probability that the Indians are Jews. Listen, why would they even have a book with that in it? I'll tell you why, because the pre-Columbus Indians are the 12 tribes of Israel. My grandmother, my father's mother, always used to be telling me and my siblings, I'm Indian. I'm Indian. And we looking at her like, why is she saying that? Now, I'm older, so imagine my grandmother, my father's mother. Kept saying to us all the time, I'm Indian. And we'd be like scratching her head, why she keep saying because she Indian. They come from Georgia. They moved to New Jersey, but they were from Georgia. So Georgia, you got the Creek, you got the Cherokee, you got I'm not sure, the Chickasaw, I'm not too sure. But 12 tribes of Israel are Indians. Okay, here's another one. Hold on. There's another one, There are several books. This wasn't about the video, so I'm just showing you some excerpts. In 1649, Eliot, the missionary, announced that the Indians were of Hebrew origin. In the following year, Downing issued an appeal to Englishmen for contributions to Indian missions on the plea that those of New England were of Jewish descent. When in 1650, Thorogood published his Jews in America, Eliot of Massachusetts at once proclaimed that the 37th chapter of Ezekiel principally applied to the Indians as such Jews, and stated that the New England churches were the preface to the new heavens. Where you never heard these type of writings or publications coming out of America from your schools? I'm telling you, they hid everything. They lied about everything. There's another article in the 1600s, 1700s. This subject engrossed the leading minds, and Roger Williams, sending a pamphlet on the subject to Winthrop in 1654 says, I pray you to read this Jew. By 1665, the view was generally held in Massachusetts, at least that the outcasts of Israel were about to be gathered together, and the great number of works published on that topic at the period in Massachusetts alone is simply amazing. Why haven't you heard that in any of your Christian, for the love of Jesus churches? Why haven't you heard that? Because they are part of this matrix system of the world to keep you blind, to keep you Hebrew, taking the blue pill. All right, now let me read you this last excerpt, and then I'll go over critical race theory with you, and then head to the scriptures. What are, I may ask, the characters of these people? They're talking about the Indians in Western Hemisphere. What are, I may ask, the characters of these people? On the discovery of America by Columbus, nearly 2,000 years after the dispersion of the Hebrew tribes, the whole continent is found people, not with a race of wild men, of cannibals, of savages, but with a race of intellectual, moral, innocent persons divided into many hundred nations and spread over 8,000 miles of territory. I swear to your majesty, said Columbus, writing to Ferdinand and Isabella, that there is not a better people in the world than these, more affectionate or mild. And it says more. Columbus actually told King Ferdinand and Isabella that the Israelites are the best people on the world. That's what scriptures say. Deuteronomy, Amos 3, 1 and 2 said, out of all the families of the earth, only Israel have I known. Deuteronomy 7, he said, Israel is a holy people, a holy nation above all other people. 2 Samuel 7 said, the Most High redeemed this people, this beautiful people, to himself. There's no other people like the Israelites. In 2 Samuel chapter 7, I'm paraphrasing. I'm telling you, a Columbus that you never heard in your preschool, elementary school, junior high, or high school, or college, something like that coming from Columbus to King Ferdinand and Isabella. They knew that the Indians of the Western Hemisphere are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, now let me get into this. Hopefully I'm not boring you. This is we're going to come to the red pill, and the heathens can't handle it. And Israelites can't even handle it. Now there's this thing going around, and I heard this thing a while ago, but I never really because heathens say so much bullshit, whatever. And there's this thing called critical race theory. When I started researching some of it, I said it's going on right now, 2021. You got Texas and a bunch of other states, Republicans, they don't want to teach critical race theory. Now I'm going to read you an article about critical race theory, and it links to the biblical red pill that the heathens can't handle. Kevin and Sel, where is your StreamYard link? I don't know what the StreamYard link is. Hebrew on Island too, I don't know. YouTube. I'm older, I don't know those technical things. But anyway, it's a pleasure to have you on deck. I have over 350 something videos. This video is over with. Watch all the rest of them. Critical race theory and efforts to abolish it. This is what's going on now. Critical race theory. They're just trying to say, and I'm not for Democrats, Republicans. We Indians are not slaves. We're POWs. prisoners of war. They came to us like that old Denzel Washington video movie. He said, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. We were already here. Even that Boule Martin Luther King says that we were here in the Americas. When you listen to one of his sermons, and we're prisoners of war. We're not Tracy Watkins on deck. We are prisoners of war. I don't support none of the government. I ain't trying to help at all to make this bad thing go away or the economic bad situation go away. I want it all to fail because their great reset is our great start, our great reset, biblical reset. So we wish and pray that the Most High doesn't tarry, because we are going to get the next rulership of this world system forever. The world's going to finally be at peace. So I'm not here to make anything better or help anything or with any sides. I'm only on the Israelite, Torah Tanakh Israelite side. But when I was researching this critical race theory, it's a part of the red pill that the heathens don't want to accept, biblically and secularly. Critical race theory. This is an article right here. I'm going to read you the article. You can look it up for yourself later. Isabella Zoe explains what critical race theory is and how teachers worry that attempts to ban it in Texas and other states would negatively impact the ability to teach history and foster critical thinking. Remember, the heathens want to hide everything. They want to hide their history. They just want to paint a fake demon-like picture that we ain't that bad. We didn't do anything. Use a free labor. You just wanted to work for free. You just wanted to sell your land for marbles and a couple peppermints. And anyway, you're African. We ain't do nothing to you. That's what they want. And if you don't like it, go back to Africa. That's what they want to perpetrate in your minds and keep that going in your mind. Okay. Is critical race theory even being taught in K-12 classrooms in the way conservatives claim it is? Conservatives and Republicans, they're teaching critical race theory. Let me tell you in short, critical race theory is actually exposing the demonic history of the heathens and what they did to the true Hebrew Israelites, the Negroes here, and that they are bad. What they did was bad and they're bad. No reparations, hot police bullets, first hired, first fired, hot police bullets killing you every second, redlining you, looking you as a criminal, calling you monkey, and a whole bunch of us, even though they're the monkeys. And they don't want that to be taught. They don't want that to be taught to the little kids, because critical race theory teaches them that they're not innocent, that they're bad. They did a lot of bad things. And they don't want that to go out to their little Johnnies and Karens. So you have staunch, rebellious Republicans and conservatives. They don't want that taught. Is critical race theory even being taught in K-12 classrooms in the way conservatives claim it? Why is it important for teachers to be able to foster critical thinking about systemic issues such as racism? They try to say there's no systemic racism. Systemic racism is in every aspect: financial, educational, societal, governmental, business. There's racism, a system set up where the Negro is going to be at the bottom and tortured. And they try to say, no, it's not. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at Puff Daddy. They got a lot of money. You need to work harder. No, those are your foot soldiers. We don't. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, the Black Congressional Congress, all the black politicians, Negro politicians, movie stars, actors, athletes. We don't follow them. They are paid. You got them in your pocket. They're going to say, yeah, don't teach critical race theory. You just, Negro, you're just lazy. You need to work harder. That's a lie. Governor Greg Abbott signed into law a bill last week that restricts how current events and America's history of racism can be taught in Texas schools. See, they want to structure it where they don't look like they bad. They don't look like they did anything. Like the Negro is just lazy, and America is great. Let's make America great again. You know, when has it ever been great? It's been a demon. It's been a heaven for the heathens, hell for the Negro. It's been commonly referred as the critical race theory bill, though the term critical race theory never appears in it. But in signing the bill, Abbott said more must be done to abolish critical race theory in Texas, and announced that he would ask the legislation to address the issue during a special session in the summer. Meanwhile, the debate has taken hold across the nation. Last year, conservative activist Christopher Rufo began using the term critical race theory publicly to denounce anti-racist educational efforts. Like they just teach to everybody that Negroes are Africans. Your history is just slavery. You have no pre-history. That's racism. That's a part of critical race theory they don't want. They want to say, yes, you're just a slave. We conquered you. We brought you from Africa, even though you didn't. We were already here in the Americas, the Western Hemisphere. And your history is just slavery, Martin Luther King, water hoses, attack police German shepherds, white and black water fountains, can't eat in certain restaurants, et cetera, et cetera. That's your history. No, you are a liar. You're allergic to the red pill heathens. Anti-racist education efforts. Since then, conservative lawmakers, commentators, and parents have raised alarms that critical race theory is being used to teach children that they are racist and that the U.S. is a racist country with irredeemable roots. And I'm not going to go any more into it because that's what they want. That's what they don't want. That critical race theory teaches that the heathens are racist and America has unredeemable qualities because they want to appear to the world as the angels and the saviors and the loyal ones and the upstanding ones and the great workers and not the shiftless ones like the Negroes, and we didn't do anything to them. But we want to give over $400,000 to each post-Mexican that was separated from their children at the border. That's what's going on right now. But they want to give us hot police bullets and the word nigger and the smartest monkey in the jungle sweatshirts from those stores. That's what they want to give us. They don't want to give us reparations. They want to give people that didn't live here, that are not Americans, whether nationally or true or whatever. They want to give them over $400,000 each. And when you mention reparations, they say, what are you talking about? These are demons. We're dealing with demons. That's what it is. Let me just show you one last thing, and then we'll get to the video. Remember, this is a freestyle. Most High wants us to convocate together, okay? Learn together. Listen, these heathens, they lie about everything. They're going to put in your mind, they're going to tell you the truth in a lot of things in movies and this and that. They're going to put it in your mind that it's fake, it's not true, it's fictional and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you an easy example. Let me give you an example. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Listen, You know, they did. This is just a little tidbit that I just want to throw in. And I'm going to get into the video right now. You know the movie Wakanda. You know, it's a fictional place in Africa somewhere, and it's, you know, the most intelligent civilizations at the highest peak, and et cetera, et cetera. They want you to believe that it's from Africa, that it's fake and whatever. But they remember, they mix truth and lies. There is a Wakanda, and it's in America. It's in Missouri. I'm going to show you it now. They lie. And remember, the Western Hemisphere is the old world. We had great civilizations and with technology in the past. They demolished everything, got rid of everything, hid everything in the Smithsonian museums and Catholics Church in Rome, so you don't know. And they just lie about everything. This is your Wakanda. Hold on. This is your Wakanda. Let me show you this picture. This is your Wakanda, right? Wakanda is a real place. It's in the Western Hemisphere, and I know a lot of you people didn't know that. Wakanda State Park in Kansas is ginormous. It's been there forever. And it had a great civilization inside of it. You guys, they lie to you all the time. All the biblical locations like Zion. Zion is in America. Israel, Jordan, Euphrates, Samaria. All you have to do is go on Google Maps and hit them locations, and they'll come up in America. Like, they come up in the fake Middle East because, remember, you got a trick going on. And but you know, these demons. So, you know, hold on. Come on. Hold on. Okay. Here's your Wakanda. Here's your Wakanda National Park right there. It's been around for centuries. Okay. The Indians live there. High civilization. But remember, they want to be the high. So they demolished everything, hid everything. And, you know, they have a lot of balls, so that they'll make a movie called Wakanda Black Panther. So we telling these stupid niggas, and they won't get it. Nah, it's in America. The Western Hemisphere is the true old world. They lied on the maps. They lied in history to hide our identity. Churches all around the world give millions upon millions of dollars each month to Israel. That money's supposed to go to us. They can't have the Negro being high. So they made a giant lie about everything. They had to interconnect everything so that you'll think that you're African, think that you came from on a slave ship, even though we read what Columbus said that you never read in school, you know. That's all they do. Breathing is lying, because they got to be the superhero and you got to be the villain. They are the angel food cake and you're the devil food cake. And we're going to have the whole world, that's in their mind, hate Negroes. And they've done a great job of it. But now, since we live in the last days, everything's coming full circle. Hopefully that was interesting tidbit, pre-video information that hopefully you guys enjoy. Again, unknown, no hate towards you. You know, I personally know that the Israelites had alliances of the heathens in the past. Don't get it twisted. I don't like the majority of all the heathens stayed down with the program, with depressing us. that tiny few remnant heathens that want to do as Genesis 12 says, those that bless Israel will be blessed, those that curse Israel will be cursed, those that bless Israel will be blessed, those that curse Israel will be cursed. That's the only heathens that I'm down with. But I don't get it twisted. Israelites and the heathens, but not in a demonic, evil way as they have done to us. Okay. You know, I could say it and explain it, but let's let the scriptures explain this whole thing. Look at, and I was making this video because heathens watch these videos from YouTube. They monitor my videos, and I want to give them the full story of the red pill that they can't really handle. Excuse me, that's going on. Lamentations chapter 5 in the Tanakh. We here don't believe in Jesus. We don't read the New Testament or any other books. We only deal with the Tanakh, the Old Testament. There's no Savior. The only Savior is the Most High. The only Redeemer is the Most High. The only Creator is the Ancient of Days, the Ishi, and none else. And nothing else. Fear him. And the conclusion of the whole matter, the sole purpose of man is to fear the Most High, keep his commandments, Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. Lamentations chapter 5. This is the red pill that they don't want to hear and understand. And a lot of our 2/3 people don't want. Remember, it says in Isaiah 10, it says, though Israel's as the sands of the sea, only a remnant is going to return. So even the Israelites, the Negroes, they don't want to hear this. Lamentations 5. Remember, O Lord, what has befallen us. And that's the Israelites. This is the history and law book of Israelites. All the heathens and any other thing in this book are the extras in movies. You know how movies have, those day laborers, they pay them like $100 a day or something like that just to do whatever they tell them to do. That's what's going on. And you guys, and before I even start, let me just say this. Remember, this is a video that's all over the place in reference to the red pill, which is biblical truth that heathens can't take and even Israelites can't accept because it takes their comfort away. When you look at the scriptures, and scripture is only the Old Testament, Genesis to Malachi. But crazy Christians and Catholics, they say that the scriptures is Matthew, Mark, Luke, Revelations, Peter, James, Acts, and all that. Romans. No, it's not. And in their minds is when they hear Gentile, stranger, foreigner, alien, it's automatically the other nations. No, it's not. You don't know the scriptures. Over 17 times in this Old Testament, the Tanakh, it tells you that the Israelites are referenced as strangers, aliens, and foreigners also. You have to take it in context. Anywhere in context in the scriptures where it says these strangers, aliens can be brought back in. You just have to stop sinning. Don't hate the stranger that's around you. It's talking to Israelites. It's only talking about Israelites that never lived in the Holy Lands, that took on the customs of the actual heathen Gentiles, worshiping their crazy demon gods and forsaking the laws of the Most High, living as the Grecians, or today you can say living as Americans and Europeans. Those people that is talking about strangers, aliens, and foreigners are Israelites that can be a part of the Commonwealth. But crazy Christians try to say, it said strangers, aliens, and foreigners. So that's us. We're included too. No, you're not. You're going to go into the new kingdom, but as servants and slaves. And the Most High is going to show you visions and stuff too, but you're going to be in order. You're not going to be treated crazy like how you guys treated us. But you're going to be in the kingdom, in order, loving your position. Now, when you read Exodus 18, Moses names his older son Gershom. Gershom. And you know what the word Gershom, people, you don't look up anything. You don't research anything. That's why a lot of you guys don't know a lot of stuff. The word Gershom means I was a stranger in this land. Moses names his son Gershom, and Gershom means I'm a stranger in this land. So Moses looks at himself as a stranger. But you crazy Christians and Catholics and whatever, regular Negroes, oh no, stranger just means other people, non-Israelites. No, it doesn't. Take it in context. Leviticus 19, the Most High said, you Israelites, when you were in Egypt, you were strangers. Oh, but I thought only stranger are the other nations outside of Israel. No, you have to read it in context. What is it? Genesis 23. Abraham was burying Sarah, she died. Abraham said to the Hittite guys, he said, I'm an alien stranger in your land of Hittite, Canaan. He said he was an alien stranger. And another 14 other times, Israelites tell you, and the Most High tells you that the Israelites are strangers, foreigners, and aliens. You guys don't know the scriptures. There's the Israelites, and then there's everybody else. This is the history and law book of only the Israelites. Everybody else is an extra in the movie. That's just what the truth is. You guys don't know. All right, let me go over these quick little notes before we get into Lamentations 5 and the red pill, the biblical truth that the heathens don't want to hear, the heathens that are the extras in this movie. Okay. See, some welcome biblical truth and others hide from it. The heathens hide from it, and even our people hide from it. We want to be Negroes. We want to be Pan-Africanists, believing that out of Africa lie. We want to be just like everybody else. Not here at Hebron Island, too. We want to be the Torah Tanakh Israelites. They want to temporarily suspend it, reject it. They disdain the truth. That's why I said they can't handle the biblical red pill truth of the scriptures. You know, to the heathens, it threatens their reality. What's familiar to the heathens. They'll fight you for it. They'll fight you for the American way, American apple pie. Let's make America great again. Because this is their heaven and this is our hell, which is our punishment, Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. So they'll fight it because what they're familiar with is American apple pie. They love that. They love the KKK. They love that we are depressed down to like a pancake. And they have been exalted. That's what they're used to. This is their reality. It's a short-lived reality because coming to the end, we're in Jacob's trouble. You know, the state of this world provides the heathens with meaning in their lives, even though the meanings in their lives is this. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me read it for you. See, this is why I say they can't take the red pill. Okay, hold on, where we are. Malachi 3. Remember, I'm going off the cuff. Okay. Okay, now let me just go. Let me just go to something easier, quicker, where I can get it. Because when you're looking for something, you get thrown off. See, this American Pie, Trump, even though he's not the president right now, Sleepy Biden is the 348 million bazillion. Your Biden president is crazy now. But anyway, they're very comfortable with the American dream because the biblical truth is not is a nightmare to them. Just think about it. All these churches, they say they know the scriptures, they read the Bible, but they haven't read Isaiah 14, they haven't read Jeremiah 30, they haven't read Amos 9:12, they haven't read none of those things. But they know the scriptures. You know why? Because the red pill biblical truth is unsettling to them. They're more comfortable with let's make America great again. Heathens up, Negro at the bottom, pancake, tortured. That's what's comfortable to them. Not Isaiah 14, but the Lord will pardon Jacob and will again choose Israel and will settle them in their own soil. And strangers shall join them and shall cleave to the house of Jacob. For peoples shall take them and bring them to their homeland, and the house of Israel shall possess them as slaves and handmaidens on the soil of the Lord. They shall be captors of their captors and masters to their taskmasters. Heathen Gentiles can't handle this biblical red pill biblical truth. That's why you never hear in Catholic and Christian churches they ever read Isaiah 14. They want American Pie. That gives them meaning to their life. Isaiah 14 doesn't give them meaning, gives them dread and a nightmare. Let's go to Jeremiah 30, verse 11. Well, let's read 8. Jeremiah 30, verse 8. In that day declare the Lord of hosts, I will break the yoke from off your neck, the Israelites. You think the heathen Gentiles in America and Europe and all over the world want the yoke of oppression to be taken from our necks? It's a nightmare. It's red pill truth that they can't handle. That's why they don't read these things in church. That's why you got old things. Joel saying, best life first. Live your best life now. American Pie, make America great again. Forget about Kanye West. They're boule. They're part of the system. They're part of the 2/3. Going to be destroyed. They're going to be wood and stubble for the fires. Jeremiah 38. In that day declared the Lord of hosts, I will break the yoke from off your neck, Israelite, and I will rip off your bonds. Strangers shall no longer make slaves of them. Instead, they shall serve the Lord their God and David the king, whom I will raise up for them. King David is coming back. But you have no fear, my servant Jacob, declared the Lord. Be not dismayed, O Israel. I will deliver you from far away, your folks from the land of captivity, and Jacob shall again have calm. The heathens don't want us to have calm. They want us to have anarchy and quiet with none to trouble him. For I am with you to deliver you, declared the Lord. I will make an end of all the nations among which I dispersed you, but I will not make an end of you. I will not leave you unpunished, but will chastise you in measure. Assuredly, all who wanted to devour you, and that was all the heathens, still today in 2021, they have devoured us. They have kept us the tail. Remember, it says in Zechariah 1, the Most High is angry with the nations that are at ease. He wasn't angry. He was only angry for a little while. They overdid the punishment, and now this is their punishment. That's why they can't handle red pill, biblical red pill. They can't handle it. Jeremiah 30:16, assuredly, all who wanted to devour you shall be devoured, and every one of your foes shall go into captivity. unknown. There's a lot of heathens that try, oh, we didn't have slaves. No, but you're down with the program. I'm not saying you personally, but your group is down with the program. That's why you don't see none of them blocking highways, blocking the entrance to the Capitol buildings all over America, saying, stop killing these Negroes, stop depressing them, stop treating them this bad way, give them reparations. We're going to halt everything. We're not going to let no commerce go on, nothing go on until you change. You don't see no heathen doing that. You know why? Because they're complacent. They're happy with the status quo. That's why they're guilty too. You don't see that. What YouTube channels you see saying things that I just said? You don't see it because they're down with the programs. So for those ones that say, well, I didn't have a slave and I'm not with them. Yes, you are with them. You're complacent with the system. You help keep the system going by not saying nothing and doing nothing. Jeremiah 30, verse 16, assuredly, all who wanted to devour you, Israelite, shall be devoured, and every one of your foes shall go into captivity. Those who despoiled you shall be despoiled, and all who pillage you I will give up to pillage, but I will bring healing to you and cure you of your wounds, declared the Most High. This is red pill biblical truth the heathens don't want to hear. Let's go to Amos 9:12. Hold on. Amos 9:12. Okay. We're going to start at Amos, Amos chapter 9. No, we're going to start at Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the Lord God has his eye upon the sinful kingdom. Where is the sinful kingdom? Do you know, anybody on this live stream, do you know where the sinful kingdom is? It's the whole world outside of Israel, but 2/3 of Israel is included in that sinful kingdom. But who's the mother alien of the sinful kingdoms? You know, it's America, and Europe, and China, and Russia, and Australia, and Europe. Behold, the Lord God has his eye upon the sinful kingdom. I will wipe it off the face of the earth. This is red pill information that the heathens can't swallow. They rather have the American pie. Let's make America great again, the American dream. Your dream is circling the toilet. Get used to swallowing this red biblical pill. But I will not wholly wipe out the house of Jacob, declared the Lord. 2/3 is going to be destroyed. When you read Zechariah 13, it says 2/3 of Israel is going to be destroyed. 1/3 is going through the fire to be salted, to be purified. And at the end of that, we're going to be saying to the Most High, and pray, I'm one of them and you're one of them, the Ishi, the Ancient of Days, the Most High, you are our El, our power, our God, our Lord, L-O-R-D, capital L-O-R-D. And he's going to say, you are my people. But I will not wholly wipe out the house of Jacob, declared the Lord. For I will give the order and shake the house of Israel through all the nations, as one shakes sand in a sheet, and not a pebble falls to the ground. All the sinners of my people shall perish by the sword. 2/3 of the Israelites, I just read it to you, told it to you in Zechariah 13, 2/3 are going to be destroyed. That's the majority of them. Remember Isaiah 10. Israel has the sands of the sea, but only a remnant is going to be returned. All the sinners of my people shall perish by the sword, who boast. Never shall the evil overtake us or come near us. In that day I will set up again the fallen booth of David. I will mend its breaches and set up its ruins anew. I will build it firm as in the days of old. so that they shall possess the rest of Edom and all the nations once attached to my name, declared the Lord who brings this to pass. A time is coming, declared the Most High. It says, so that they, the Israelites, shall possess the rest of Edom, the Edomites. It's not Caucasian people. The Edomites are the relative of the Israelites that are not Israelites. So that they shall possess the rest of Edom and all the nations once attached to my name. All the nations, you are going to be our possessions as of Isaiah 14. This is the red pill that the churches don't want to know. Now let me conclude this. I'm going to do 2 more and we'll be done. This is a freestyle today. Karen on deck. Yep, New Testament junkies. All right, let's go to Lamentations. Let's go to Lamentations 5. This was a freestyle today. I was here and there, but hopefully you guys were blessed. Hopefully it's encouraged you. As you can see, unknown, I wasn't bad to the heathens. You know, I'm not for the heathens, but you see how I'm very respectful. You don't feel uncomfortable. Okay. Lamentations chapter 5. Even though we really want to make the heathens feel uncomfortable, but the ones that bless Israel, we don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Lamentations chapter 5. Remember, O Lord, what has befallen us. Remember, this is the history and law book of the Israelites, talking to the Israelites. Remember, O Lord, what has befallen us. Behold and see our disgrace. Our heritage has passed to aliens. And it's not the Israelite aliens, it's the alien heathens. Okay. Behold, and remember, the fake Israelis stole our heritage. Our heritage has passed to aliens, our homes to strangers. We have become orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are like widows. We must pay to drink our own water in America and Europe. We're all around the world, because remember, Ezekiel 7, he has dispersed Israelites all over the world for our sins of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 27. Obtain our own kindling at a price. We are hotly pursued. Israelite, aren't we hotly pursued by the heathens? We are hotly pursued, exhausted. We are given no rest. We hold out a hand to Egypt, to Syria for our fill of bread. Our fathers sin and are no more, and we must bear their guilt. We're bearing the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. Our fathers sin and are no more, and we bear their guilt. We're not the head anymore, we're the tail. Slaves are ruling over us. See, when I look at the heathens, all I'm looking at is runaway slaves running amok on the loose. Remember in Ecclesiastes 10, verse 7, it says, I see servants riding upon horses. When you ride upon horses, that's authority. I see servants riding upon horses and the princes walking. Our fathers have sinned and are no more, and we must bear their guilt. Slaves are ruling over us. So when you look at these heathens, don't be going, oh, they're greater than. No, they're not. That's why I said they can't handle biblical red pill truth. And they don't read they don't read Lamentations 5 in churches. Because then people are scratching, hey, what's going on here? What am I reading? Remember, they're comfortable with let's make America great, American apple pie, American dream. Slaves are ruling over us with none to rescue us from them. We get our bread at the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin glow like an oven with the fever of famine. They have ravished women in Zion, maidens in the towns of Judah. Princes have been hanged by them. No respect have been shown to elders. And you know they don't respect the old and young. The cops will treat a young Negro the same as an old Negro. They'll try to beat him down to the ground. No respect. No respect has been shown to the elders. Young men must carry millstones, and youth stagger on loads of wood. The old men are gone from the gates, the young men from their music. Gone is the joy of our hearts. Our dancing is turned into mourning. The crown has fallen from our heads. Woe to us that we have sinned. The only ones who wear crowns are the kings and queens. This is of the Israelites. We lost that because of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. But it's showing you in right here in Lamentations 5 that the Israelites said, woe to us, for the crown, rulership that the Most High gave us is fallen from our heads. But great news, red pill truth to the Israelites, it's going to be returned to us. Jeremiah 30, Ezekiel 25, Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 149, etc., etc., etc. is coming back in Jacob's trouble, the end time. Gone is the joy of our hearts. Our dancing is turned into mourning. The crown has fallen from our heads. Woe to us that we have sinned. Because of this, our hearts are sick. Aren't you sick? This is sickening. Because of this, our hearts are sick. Because of these, our eyes are dim. Because of Mount Zion, which lies desolate, jackals prowl over it. But you, O Lord, are enthroned forever. Your throne endures through the ages. Why have you forgotten us utterly, forsaken us for all times? Take us back, O Lord, to yourself, and let us come back. Renew our days as of old, for truly you have rejected us, bitterly raised against us. Take us back, O Lord, to yourselves, and let us come back. Renew our days as old. And he is in the process of renewing us, bringing us back. This is Jacob's trouble. This is what you see going on right now. The Christians say the end time is the end of Jacob's trouble. It's sickening. And I close with this, Isaiah 45. This is a red pill truth that heathens can't handle. Hold on. Remember, I told you this is freestyle. Freestyle Saturday. Or is this Sunday? I'm not sure. What's today's date? Today's Saturday, Sunday. I'm retired, so I lose track of the days. So, hold on. Hold on. Is it Isaiah? Is it Isaiah 45? Yeah, hold on. Hold on. You're going to have to wait. Give me patience. Unknown says Sunday. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Unknown, for helping me. I'm retired. Diddy Frey on deck. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I gotta find it. See what I do here at Hebron Island do. I don't remember verses. I just remember chapters. So it won't make me lazy. It makes me go back and read. Hold on. I'm gonna find this one thing that I want to share with you, and I'll bring it to a close. Hold on. Hold on, I'm doing bad with this. Uh, Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. Where is it? Yo, I hate, see, this is a freestyle. So, I had this verse in mind that I wanted to close, and I'm going to close with it. I got to find it, and I got to find it. I got to find it. Hold on. I don't get church because I'm a dark. My children is according to you. I'm not known. Okay. Okay, here it is. I had it. I was right. Isaiah 45 is. See, I do this so it doesn't make me lazy, and it makes me read. And see, I just read this thing again, basically. So now it just fortifies in my head. This is what I want to end on, and I'm going to read the comments, and we're going to call it a quits. Hopefully you like this freestyle. It was here and there. I usually don't do videos exactly like this. I was over here a little, over there a little, over here. Hopefully this was edifying to you. Isaiah 45. Thus, and this is the red pill that the heathens can't handle, that you'll never read in a Catholic or Christian church. Because this is a red pill, biblical red pill truth that they don't want to deal with. And then it's going to reveal who they are and who we are. And they have done everything in their power to keep you from knowing who you are and the world from knowing who the true Negroes, who are the original Aboriginal Indians, 12 tribes of this Western Hemisphere. They don't want you to know that. And because they don't want us to be blessed. They want to bless some heathens. And they don't want you to be blessed. They want to curse you. And they have done an excellent job at cursing us. Isaiah 45, verse 14. Thus saith the Lord, Egypt's wealth and Nubia's gain and the Sabonites' long of limbs shall pass over to you and be yours. All the wealth of the world is going to come back to the Israelites. It will pass over and follow you in fetters, bow low to you. The world is going to bow low to us. This is why you never hear this in any churches. Because people ask questions, who's going to get bowed low to? Are we all the same? No, we're not all the same. Pass over and follow you in fetters, bow low to you, and reverently address you. Only among you is God. Isaiah 45, see if it comes out. Only among you is God. Isaiah 45 in the Tanakh, verse 14. Only among you is God. There's no other God at all. So this is what they don't want. This is a red pill biblical fact that they don't want to hear. They ain't comfortable with that. Because then their whole life has no meaning. They get their meaning from Make America Great Again, America Apple Pie, American Dream. We're the Adam and Eves, and we're the people of the Bible. No, you're not. Only the Creator is with the Israelites. He says that in Joel 2. He says only God dwells amongst Israel. Numbers 35, only the Most High dwells amongst the children of Israel. Isaiah 45, only God, only the Lord, only the Ishi, only Ancient of Days is with you, Israelite. This is a red pill truth that they don't want to hear, they want to forget about, they don't want to read it, and they know it's coming. And they've done everything to hide it and shield our identity, because with our identity comes the power. It comes the renewal, the great reset. Their great reset is going to be our great biblical reset, and it's going to be forever and ever. This is the red pill truth that they don't want you to know, and they don't want to know. Hopefully this was edifying. Hopefully you enjoyed the freestyle. I also look at this as convocation because we need to convocate together. Now let me go over this and give a shout out to everybody that came on this early live stream. Hold on. Baruch Israel, shout out to you. Young King, shout out to you. Unknown Gentiles, shout out to you. All praise to the Most High Creator, shout out to you. Jason Edwards, shout out to you. King David, shout out to you. Benayah Ben Israel, shout out to you. Daughter, wife, mother, shout out to you. Jason Edwards, shout out to you. Cynthia Israel, shout out to you. Anuya, shout out to you. Hyssop Branch, shout out to you. Kevin Salas, and somebody maybe can help Kevin with where's your StreamYard link. I don't know what that is. Tracy Watkins, shout out to you. Sunshine, shout out to you. I didn't even know you were in the room. Who else is in the room? We have a lot of people in the room today. Cynthia Israel, Smile, what's up? Edwards, Carrie C, shout out to you. Peace and blessings. We had a big live chat today. Jason Edwards, unknown. And you know what? I'm not, this take a while for me to read all these. I'm going to read all these when I end this video. And listen, I want to thank all yous for coming in the room. For all yous or a few yous that just are new to my channel, I have a lot of videos. Come to my channel. I don't know how many videos I got. Don't just look for a new video. There's tons, over 350, 60, 70, 75 videos. Yeah, I think over 375 videos, 376 videos. Watch them. They're all relevant. Hopefully you enjoyed this live chat. Unknown, hopefully you enjoyed this live chat. Hopefully we wasn't offensive to you at all. Don't mean to be at all. To the rest of the heathens, yes, we do. But to you, no. Until next time.